Riley, I don't have any audio at all right now.
You don't have any audio at all from me? Oh. Hold up. I know what this is. Ben, I muted my PlayStation camera so that way other people couldn't hear me. But now you can hear me. I can hear you. We can all hear each other.
I can hear you now, yes.
Fantastic. Welcome, once again, one and all in one, to the Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation. There's a fucking bug in my apartment. Ellie, eat the bug. Eat the bug. Just eat the bug, dude. How's it going, Ben? How are you doing today?
I am doing well. I am excited for an evening of wrestling.
Good. I've got to handle this bug issue because my dog is losing her mind.
Well, you do that, and I will tell the folks what they have in store for tonight. We have just found out mere moments ago that tonight the GM has decided that Hulk being #1 contender, his championship match against Mario is tonight. That is our main event here at AHHWF for the evening. Now, the caveat to this that I don't know if our GM was aware of at the time of making the match, but Hulk and Crash had the night off. They were out celebrating in the Minneapolis, the greater Twin Cities area. And, well, I've been told that they've been informed that there is a match tonight and that they are working their way back to the elementary school arena. Luckily, they have some time. But for now, we have Lapis versus Kim Possible, our champion Lapis.
It's good to see her out again. I mean, you know how I feel about Lapis Lazuli. It's problematic at best. She can be here, she can be there, she can be a little bit too goddamn intense at times. But she is our champion, and Ben, you have to respect the champion.
I suppose so. I don't like this idea of only people who are able to win 2-on-1 matches are able to face her in a championship match. But I guess that's not my place to say now, is it?
I suppose it isn't. Now, Ben, can you tell me quickly what is our sponsor today? Before we start this off.
Well, our sponsor tonight, as it is many nights, is patreon.com/alienhappyhour, where you can help support us and make all our dreams come true. That is patreon.com/alienhappyhour. But tonight's special sponsor, we are also brought to you by the Louis Armstrong album, Hello Dolly.
Hello, Dolly. Ben, what makes that album so good?
Well, that album is just it's a great piece of Louis Armstrong jazz. Lots of stuff going on during it. And you know, I mean, it's coming all the way from the 1964. So
all from back in the day. It's been with us for so long, and I'm surprised they're still throwing out money for it. But we are beginning our first match here. We have Lapis Lazuli versus Kim Possible, a newcomer to the scene. Yeah, it's Lapis, our first ever two-time champion. Here to, just show her stuff again, to be fighting as champion. It's always exciting to watch. You know what I mean? Like, our women's wrestlers bring it every time in such a vicious and incredibly violent way. It's fantastic. A third sponsor is I am drinking Bell's Two-Hearted Pale Ale, and that is fantastic. Chat, I hope y'all have something delicious to sit down and drink as we begin tonight's festivities. Lapis Lazuli, I am going to mod out the word piss, Nat. You've ruined piss for everybody. How dare you? I know you did that like a calendar year ago in chat, but I'm still offended. Either way, regardless of what terrible things are coming out of the mouths of our the AHHWF nation here tonight. Exciting. We start off with this match back here at the wonderful Alien Happy Hour Elementary School Arena.
yes, first match of the night, the debut of Kim Possible versus our champion Lapis Lazuli in a non-title match.
Lapis Lazuli versus Kim Pissable. Fuck you, Nat. Don't speak to me. Don't type that in our chat. This is a family-friendly show. Oh. Yes, it's a good belt, Ben. I'm always excited to see it. That, like, blue steel on the white belt itself. And now, the newcomer. This is a lot. Kim Possible, metal as hell here.
Yeah, well, you know, call her, beat her if you need to reach her. And, well, when the champ needed a opponent for tonight, she was ready to take the call.
Yeah, Kim was actually, earlier this month, she was in, I believe, Siberia doing some secret agent stuff. She once babysat for somebody there and was able to get a ride back in a private jet quickly to get to this match to take on Lapis Lazuli. Now, here we go. Let's get it on. Lapis has always taken the lead in these matches. Now, Ben, I don't know if you saw as Kim was coming down, but she is scarred to hell and back. She has been through the fire and the flames in her wrestling career, and I'm very much excited to have her here on the roster.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a road-worn superstar. You know, seen a lot of well-fought matches on the indies, and you know, has their share of you know, well, let's compare scars. I'll tell you who's worth. You know, that kind of
thing. Exactly. I know she wrestled up in the greatest tables, ladders, and chairs up in Canada, and did wonderfully up there. That's where she got that big cut across her across her stomach. Why is Ron Stoppable not her valet? Because I could not find Ron Stoppable on the indie feds. Ron Stoppable apparently retired.
Also, I understand that, you know, Possible is a ring name, but why would, if you were you know, picking your ring name, why would you pick your ring name to be Stoppable?
I mean, some people
don't
like.
He'd want to be like Ron Unstoppable or something.
Well, see, I think there's a few things there. I think there's you know, you want to be realistic. I think Ron's very realistic about where they go in the world. And B, I don't know if Ron Stoppable is a ring name. That might just be an actual real ass name.
I don't know if Stoppable is a surname that pops up a lot in
it's not
normal society.
They're not a big family, but you know, Ben, you know them when you see them. Oh, Kim Possible really making her moment here in the sun count.
Yeah, has Lapis on the ropes in multiple ways here right now.
Going up
yeah,
top.
You gotta wonder if Kim Possible maybe earning a chance at that belt at some point.
And she has a line that she has to work through of great contenders we have here in the women's division. But you just don't get to get up on top of the champ that easily. Ron Stoppable is the Kota Ibushi to Kim's Kenny Omega. Holy God. That's very good. Oh. Oh, and out of the ring. I wouldn't have it any other way. Maybe we should just, Ben, maybe this should just be a rule for women's matches, is we disable countouts. I would be interested to see what happens.
You know, I feel like we need to have some semblance of order here. I mean, these aren't street fights. There are professional wrestling competitions.
Hey, well, somebody's got to tell them, because I don't think they got that memo. We're at 9. Hey, Lapis, you want to get back into the ring? What in the blue hell?
Well, God, typical Lapis. just winning in the most cowardly way possible.
That was bogus as hell.
You know, I don't like to show my bias as much on commentary, but I'm like ashamed of Lapis as champion. Just a real, just not what that belt is about. You know, I mean, it's just kind of weak. So far in these first 2 weeks, they've made the #1 contender match being in a 2-on-1 match against her like posse, as if that's fair at all. And now tonight, just taking the match out of the ring, possibly injuring Possible, and then just quickly scurrying back to the ring, and now marching around the ring, acting as if like they have some giant victory here.
Yeah, that is, frankly, Ben. Frankly, it's frustrating. It's not fair to our good competitors. She's the dirt worst. I'll say it. Oh, what else is Bleh.
Well,
all right. Let's cut to our
hopefully,
Kim Stompable. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, hopefully this will all, come out in the wash.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, at least, we're getting Shaggy Rogers here.
Mm-hmm.
Been going through, helping exercise the elementary school arena, get a lot of the ghouls and goblins out.
Exactly.
And I appreciate that out of a champion.
Who are you going to call Shaggy Rogers? And honestly, once he's done exercising these demons, these ghosts, these creepy crawlies and ghouls, maybe he's got to get rid of some of the bad eggs. You know what I mean, Ben?
Yes, I do.
A lot of bad eggs around this federation, and it's frustrating to see. We are a honest company. But I'm excited for this match. These are always fun. And as always, this is a 24-hour championship. Every match for the Hardcore Championship is a match for the championship. You cannot wrestle with that belt around your waist and not have it on the line. Coming out first, from parts unknown, the deepest part of Transylvania, we have Dr. Acula himself, Dracula. Ben, he looks intimidating. I'm honestly scared for Shaggy.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going to be a difficult match, but if anybody can stop Dracula, it's going to be the leader of the mystery team.
Leader of the mystery team. That doesn't quite match with how I know the mystery team. But oh wow, look at those muscles! Holy God! Now Ben.
Yeah, Shaggy looks a bit undersized for this match.
Yeah, I ain't a betting man, but Dracula looks like maybe 3 of Shaggy in a muscle suit. I cannot see this going well for our champion. God, he's built like a brick shit coffin. Look at him. Drax. In the chat, my good friend Natalie shouting Drax a thoughty, which she ain't wrong. He is fucking loaded. Shaggy immediately moving out of the ring.
Dracula just leaping over the top rope, falling after him.
Oh, trying to go for a weapon, but the dark, grim specter of death, Dracula, is coming to impale you right through our floor.
Shaggy knows what he has to do to take on Dracula here. Now he just get the opportunity to do it.
Mm-hmm. There he goes. Someone should have warned Dracula whose house he was stepping into. Because if to my knowledge, vampires need permission to come into someone's house. And I don't know if Dracula got the invitation. Ooh, Jesus! Hold on 1 second. Ellie! Be good, we have guests on the stream. Oh, Dracula.
And Dracula has that. Dracula with a wooden stake, but Shaggy fighting back.
Mm-hmm. Going under, going up. And out of the ring, driving Drac into the ground.
And now he has the wooden stake going after Dracula.
Ooh, kicked out of his hands, knocked to the side. This is a match. They're tossing each other around. God, Dracula's so big. Oh. I mean, you could say a lot about Shaggy Rogers, but Shaggy is always just fighting tooth and nail for this title. And that's, honestly, Ben, I don't know if that's something I could say for some of our other hardcore champions. Shaggy's vicious. Ooh, and takes so much damage for his legacy. It's all that cardio Shaggy gets running away. If you're just tuning in, I want to remind you this is for the Hardcore Championship. Shaggy Rogers versus Dracula. Ooh! Tossing it over the ledge. Shaggy fighting back to his feet. Ooh! A punch to the outside. And Dracula, I think, is looking for another dark item of terror. Jesus. Ooh. Does he bleed? The answer is yes. Dracula has a full tummy of blood and apparently a face full of it right now. Ben, are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
No, I'm just wrapped up in the action of the match here.
Ah, I get you, I get you. God. Dracula is like almost a mile taller than Shaggy Rogers. 2. And a kick out at 2.
Wow, Dracula kicking out of the scoop shots as blood pours from his forehead. Shaggy going up onto the top rope, setting up for something huge here.
Oh, he points. Bam! Drop down. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 again.
The flying shoulder tackle not going to keep down Dracula.
Now, Ben, I've been doing a lot of research on vampires since we added Dracula to the roster. Shaggy here needs silver. He needs water. He needs to maybe get a cross. There's a lot of different items that he could use. Garlic actually doesn't work. I saw Dracula eating a nice lasagna backstage.
Or perhaps it was a garlic-free lasagna.
Ben, can you imagine anything more sinful? Oh, Dracula!
Referee Brian missing the low blow.
This is an Extreme Rules match, Ben. Anything does go.
That is true. You're right there.
Oh, dude. God. Dracula making our champ work for it. Oh, yes! He counters. And Drac counters as well. We are having a back and forth here, Ben. One, two, a kick. Oh, jeez.
Dracula sure is a fan of the low blows.
You know, Dracula wants to win this belt, and he knows that he has to do whatever he can to do it. He will do those big steppies. He will do those low blows. Oh, God. I just wish Shaggy could gain some momentum here. You're kicking out the leg. And dealing damage with those big scoop paws right to Dracula's face. Oh, and here we go. Shaggy's on a roll. 1, 2. There
and Shaggy Rogers exercising another demon from the elementary school arena.
Yep. There is no safe place to practice the dark arts here. Maybe taunting Dracula, taunting him with air punches outside the ring. Shaggy truly is fixing this entire arena. Now, 2
successful defenses for Shaggy Rogers.
Yep.
And next, this is the famous friend Charles that Weird Al was talking about.
Charles, I thought he sounded familiar. Mr. Munch was unavailable, but Charles E. Cheese is here to put Goku in his place.
And now remember the challenge thrown down by Weird Al. Goku stepping up, saying that he wants another shot at that belt. Weird Al saying, you know what, you deserve it. But first, we got to go through all the rigmarole, all the stuff that needs to happen here. Mm-hmm. And I got someone you can face for #1 contender.
We can, yeah. That's what's so exciting is Weird Al, again, an honorable champion. That's what I like about him. He doesn't let just anything happen. He doesn't make everyone play by his own rules, like say Lapis or Crash and the Hulk. He follows the set that we have. And here we go. It has been so long. Goku, it's good to see you. And the dab. As all Saiyans are wont to do, a dab to gain power before a match.
This will be exciting. It's been a long time since we've gotten to see Goku in ring. And I'm excited to see what King Kai has taught them.
Always coming in Super Saiyan, always coming in ready to party, ready to go his hardest. And here, we have Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Yeah, now a long-time music companion of Weird Al. They've played in multiple bands together throughout each other's careers. Mm-hmm. But, Charles Cheese fallen on some hard times lately. I think that's why Weird Al wanted to take this opportunity to, grant Charles a chance to be on, the internet, to get some celebrity back again.
And like, I think that's exciting. I think Chucky deserves it. As you know, he has such great covers, like Weird Al, of larger than life, of Paperback Writer. There's a lot of wonderful work that Chuck has done. Ooh, and coming in, making his presence known. Ha 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 ha! Ooh, I laughed too soon. There you go. Both of them are trying to get control of the early momentum in this match. And it seems like, and again, I don't want to speak too soon, Chuck has taken that honor, dropping Goku down on his back. And again, this is a big boy here. We have a lot of big boys here in Alien Happy Hour because, again, it's important to know it is big boy season. And that is important to always remember. Big boy season is always in season, and we must see the big boys do a big steppy. Here we go, rolling out. A missed shot by Chuck. It's amazing how far out we are going. A quick kick combo. And Chuck rolling out of the way. We're at 7 count. Goku hopping in, hopping back out to restart the count to continue his barrage on Chuck E. Cheese. Ooh.
Not looking for the cowardly way out like Lapis did earlier tonight.
Yep, and I appreciate that. What a Hurricane Rana. God, these two back and forth, back and forth. AHHWF, where the big boys play. Please, boy is spelled with an I, Taylor. We have an 8. Goku couldn't quite make it into the ring.
I thought it was spelled with a Z.
Big boy? Draw. Y'all. That's frustrating.
You know what?
Yeah?
Wait. Hey. All right. I've just gotten word from our GM. Restart the match.
Run the tape back. There can't be 2 countouts in one night, our GM says. Frankly, that's exciting. These wrestlers have already put everything out on the line. And I am very excited to watch them have to restart again with the damage of that last match already on them. That's one thing I like about our GM, Ben. They're here to make sure that our audience gets a good show.
Yeah, well, I understand referee Brian just doing their job, but you gotta let these things go in these big profile matches like this. Neither one of these competitors want this to end in a count out.
Yeah, frankly, it's not an exciting conclusion for anybody. These guys have worked their hearts out to get to this, and just because they mishear some counts, that's not exciting. It's not compelling, and that's not the product that we put out here at AHHW.
And you can tell that Charles Entertainment is a little upset about that draw too, coming in very hard, just driving Goku's face into that turnbuckle over and over and over again.
He's trying to take the momentum early and keep it this time. Going for the pin with his massive body. Oh. Chucky taking a rest, looking down upon Goku. Oh. And Kakarot getting him down. What do you think FFO means? I noticed that on the back of his jacket there.
It probably means friendly friends order.
Friendly friends over. The yeah, because
Goku just bouncing off the ropes there.
yep, Goku's taken power back in this match, just taking back momentum. I say again, as he loses it, but he takes it back again. Counter and counter and counter, hopping up top. Oh, there we go. One, not enough. Now, I do see Silver shit-talking Chuck E. Cheese pizza in the chat. I legitimately enjoy Chuck E. Cheese pizza. The density of the sausage on their pizza is fucking fantastic. There we go. Goku's showing off his athleticism here.
Charles to his feet. Oh! Going after Goku, but Goku flipping out of the way.
Damn.
Charles countering it. Goku back to his feet. Uppercuts.
Here we go. Goku lining up for that Kamehameha, knocking him down.
Well, and if I've learned anything from years of watching Dragon Ball Z, no one ever kicks out of a Kamehameha.
Oh, is this the first time? He does have the leggy jumps now, though. If you watched his left leg there for a moment, it was dancing. Now, Ben, this is a little known fact, that Kamehameha was actually taught to Goku by Master Roshi, who's the leader of the Kame House dojo up in Canada. Oh, coworker Brian is down, having the massive rat body of Chuck E. Cheese thrown against him. He's up again, but God, that had to knock him for a bit of a loop. One, two. Ben, when a lot of people fight children's entertainers like this, they're prepared for Five Nights at Freddy's, but you're not prepared for Five Nights at Chucky's at any point in your life.
Yeah, well, that's only a portion. They are open 7 days a week.
One. Really? That's fascinating. Chuck E. Cheese is rated 60 on our roster, while Goku is rated 90.
Yeah, well, I guess it shows that those Dave Meltzer rankings don't really mean anything.
Yep. And again, anything that happens here on the field is, unpredictable by anyone's standards. And these two put on a great match, two fascinating matches, back to back to back. Then Weird Al's friend Chuck did a fantastic job. Goku rolling out of the ring. Both of them absolutely exhausted after this. And frankly, they have good reason to be. They both put on a great performance here tonight.
Well, I guess, Charles down on his luck. Maybe finally, things are starting to come up Millhouse for him.
Now, speaking of coming up Millhouse, let's see what's next on our bracket down here. Next up, we have the 2-on-2 tornado tag, Donatello and Leonardo versus Perfect Cell and Super Boo. This is for the #1 contendership for our tag team titles. Now, people may know Donatello, the Faceless God, has brought a friend, Leonardo, into this fray. We haven't seen Team Super Perfect Cell before, but they are a talented bunch that hail from the kind of same dojos that Goku and some of the other Saiyans that we've seen here. And so, frankly, I'm very excited to see what they bring to this table. If Chuck is Weird Al's friend, does that mean he's also aligned against the GM? I don't know about Chuck E. Cheese's alignment. I don't know where it sits. I don't know.
I mean, Weird Al also doesn't really have a history of anti-GM behavior either. But, only time will tell.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Is it going to be two faceless monsters? I have no idea. I have no idea. They have faces here. They have faces on the headshots that were brought to me. And so, I can only assume we have a strict faces are necessary rule here at AHHWF. And every time I see these guys before a show, hey, they've got a face. Now I'm frankly very excited for this match. I like Super Boo and I like Perfect Cell. We haven't seen an incredible amount of them. They're good competitors. And I think this is going to be a nice, even match.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. Looking forward to this one.
And here we go. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're both faceless. No. Oh, yep. Slowly making their way out to the ring. The eldritch monstrosities that call themselves Leonardo and Donatello. We recognize their form, but we can't bring up their faces as they are unseeable. They make their way to the ring for their attempt at the #1 contendership for the tag titles. Now I'm hitting the X button. I cannot pull up the skip here. So unfortunately, they have taken control. They cannot let me do that then. Seen Donatello out here before. God, he just kind of appeared in the darkness, didn't he? Lights are up now. We can see them in their full glory.
Yes, they are here.
All right.
And you know, they use that lantern to see in the sewers, little known fact, right?
They do. That lantern is actually the soul of Master Splinter, caught within those glass confines. And now, super perfect cell. That's supposed to say I have to fire our graphics effects guy. These two are vicious monsters. I'm so excited to see these two monsters fight these two gods. I honestly don't know who I'm supporting. Oh, this is a tornado tag match, I guess. This game.
Oh, there you go.
Then
so if it's since we're getting I mean, you know, the game of life is something else, Riley. But since we are getting a tornado tag for this, what do you think this favors? What team do you think is more suited for a 2-on-2 competition?
Well, here's the thing. Cell and Boo work well as individuals. I don't know if they're a great team themselves. That being said, Leonardo and Donatello are a team. They're two, I want to say people, I want to say turtles, but that feels like that seems like stretching it. They're two creatures that thrive in a team environment. So I think a tornado tag gives a benefit to Cell and Boo. But honestly,
I feel like it's safe to call these this cult of turtlenality, if you will, otherworldly beings.
Yes, as Nat says in chat, their skin is slimy and iridescent like latex fresh from an unknowable womb. Which is a visceral sentence that paints a picture that I think truly represents. Ooh, a drop kick on Boo. Yes, these otherworldly turtles. Ben, where are you sitting on this?
Well, I think it's a pretty fairly evenly matched match. I mean, if I really had to choose, I suppose I'm going to go with Cell and Boo. I think that they have a more impressive fighting pedigree than the Turtles do. Not by much, obviously, but you know the record speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm. They're, no matter what, all four in this match tonight are talented individuals, and no matter who wins, honestly, we all win for. Oh my God, he's got Donatello up for a pile driver. No, oh God, Jesus. Boo and Cell seem to firmly have the momentum. And now the whole party is back in the ring. Here we go. Boo's gonna eat you up. Boo's gonna eat you up.
Oh!
Oh!
Dropping one turtle onto the other. Double pins.
Jeez, and a kick out at the same time. That was dope as hell. That was a really good spot. That was a good segment. Donatello trying to get some momentum here.
Oh, those turtles are real fighters.
They are. They're hellish in a half shell. Leonardo unable to get the momentum that Donnie's able to get. Oh, and here we go again. Boo lifting up Donatello. We've switched dance partners here. Up against the ropes. I want the turtles to fuse into one Mega Turtle. That would be fantastic. Eight limb, two-headed mini shell. Yeah, Boo and Cell would be the #1 contenders for the tag championship if they win this match. This is a #1 contendership match. And again, just to remind, our current champions, Love Type Connection, are, you know, of course, probably backstage watching this. Oh, Donatello is setting up for something terrible. Setting up for a shell shock. And again, preparing again. A shell crushing finale. Fantastic. Boo broken open.
Yeah, Boo is not moving right now, and now crawling to the ropes, trying to get some sense of salvation.
We have a pin. Nope, broken up. Leonardo trying to stretch out, get themselves re-energized, but Boo just able to capitalize on that. Yep. Chat, I want to know from you, who do you want Love Type Connection to face? Do you want them to fight the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Forgotten Eldritch Gods? Or do you want them to fight some of the biggest villains in Dragon Ball history? Team Super Perfect Cell. Doesn't matter. Super Perfect Cell.
Well, I hope you wanted it to be Super Perfect Bell, because they are your...
And that was, frankly, a dope match. Some might call it a mercy for Love Type Connection to not have to come out against the Turtles. Frankly, I'm just as scared for Love Type Connection. Because these two, Cell and Boo, are ferocious, are dangerous, and are quite the threat.
Yeah, I mean, when Cell puts you in that tombstone and says rest in peace, well, Let's just hope that neither Squirtle or Charmander are on the receiving end of that.
Now, Ben, our next match was supposed to be Hulk and Mario, but I'm getting a message from our GM saying that neither of them are here. Or Hulk isn't here. Mario is waiting backstage.
Yeah, as we talked about earlier, our GM kind of did a last-minute booking of this, making Hulk's match for the Judge Burns Championship for tonight. However, Hulk and Crash were given the night off earlier, and they were away from the arena when this news broke. I've been told that they've been trying to get back here, that they've had a series of car troubles, and it's been a whole planes, trains, and automobiles situation for them trying to get back here.
If they can't show up, we will put together another match. We have another match on hold, ready and waiting. But, God, that's just a shame that the GM... Ben, you know I don't like Hulk. You know I don't like Crash. But it's not quite fair to just spring a match on them, is it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so.
I guess we can leave that up to the universe to decide, but it just doesn't seem right. I don't think that Crash should be getting anything, but Hulk was dragged into the... No, I guess Hulk does get what he deserves. He did support Crash in a time when the GM asked him not to.
Well, we're going to hear from our champion, our women's champion right now, Lapis Lazuli, in a match earlier tonight, has a few things to say.
Yep. Now,
and of course, as if like this is any surprise, Lapis coming out here and just talking up the fact, oh yeah, Shigo couldn't beat the two, members of the Universe Gang. Kim Possible was afraid and ran away tonight. Couldn't even stay in the ring with her. Just all sorts of lies being thrown all around the ring.
Lies is a strong word. I'd say conditional truths. But yeah, she is. She has the members of the Crystal Gem fighting Shigo in what she calls a fair finding, a fair fight, which is debatable. Oh, speak of the devil. Shigo apparently disagreeing with the events that have been put in front of us.
So, I don't know if you're hearing what I'm hearing right now, Riley, but apparently Shigo is now saying that Lapis promised her a number one contenders match, saying that it was unfair that she had to compete in a number one contenders match, that she was just offered in some sort of deal a number one contender spot, that she was going to get a shot at SummerSlam to take on Lapis.
That doesn't make sense. You can't just offer it, and just offering it for what? What is that being offering for?
Well, Shigo's now saying that Lapis got her to attack X-23 before their Hell in a Cell match?
I'm going through my notes. This doesn't make any sense.
So you're telling me right now that Lapis is such a coward, a poor excuse for a champion, that X-23 was already injured and Lapis hired Shigo to exploit that injury before a Hell in a Cell match?
X-23, she didn't come to us with any of this knowledge. Lapis is This isn't fair, Ben.
I mean, I understand X-23 being a fighter wanting to compete, but when there's this kind of underhanded tactics going on, I mean, we need to be made aware of it so that We can try to do something to fix things.
It's unfair to put out one of our best superstars to throw her out to the wolves and then to hire those wolves, to pay those wolves to come after her and then beat her up yourself. This is cruel. This is unusual. And frankly, something needs to be done about this.
Yeah, well, Shigo's saying here that she is done working for Lapis. She has seen firsthand what siding with someone like Lapis will get you. And, well, some ominous words. Shigo's saying that Lapis is going to get what's coming to her at SummerSlam.
Ooh. Now that's a threat. And a threat that I personally think Shigo can follow up on. Wow. Some dramatic revelations happening here tonight.
And I mean, don't you just hate that smirk that Lapis has? As if like they're happy with the way they got the championship, with the way they've been retaining the championship.
Mm-hmm. It's unfair. It's she is out of control. Now
and speak of unfair, here we are now, and well, the GM is now proclaiming that the Hulk has forfeited his championship match against Mario because he's refused to show up for the match. As we know, it is not as simple as refusing to show up for the match, but that is where we find ourselves.
So
this is, I mean, I understand that, the GM were co-workers, but, well, this kind of been a night of just awful, just awful moves by the GM.
Just up and down, exceptionally frustrating. And so they've thrown together a match as a pittance. It's frustrating all around, but here we are. A match, Android 17 versus Buzz Lightyear. The chat is
well, I guess this is our... Go ahead.
The chat is just as infuriated as we are, Ben. We need a goddamn revolution in this league. The GM has lost all control. Is Lapis Lazuli a feminist icon? Every think piece coming out tomorrow.
Well, I guess this is our main event that we have for you here tonight. Android 17 versus Buzz Lightyear. I mean, should be a solid competition, but kind of a letdown after the things that have transpired here in the last 5 minutes here on AHHWF.
Yeah, there's been so much that has happened. I don't want to talk ill of our GM, but to imagine them sitting in their office, in their booth with just a smile on their face watching this happen is incredibly frustrating. And Android 17. The Android saga has come to AHHWF here. I'm very excited to see what they bring. Even if this is the way it had to be presented, I am still excited.
Yeah, I mean, Buzz Lightyear is a favorite of mine. Definitely, I mean, I'm excited any chance I get to see him in competition, but yeah, well, I don't know. I guess we'll make the best of this situation. I'm sure that these two are, ready to really prove something here. Ready to show the HHWF universe what they can do.
Yep. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, Buzz and 17 can take this match to infinity and beyond. I am going to do a quick pause so that way we can cut to commercial break, These guys are going to wait in the ring for a moment. Ben, tell us a little bit about our fourth sponsor here tonight.
Well, our fourth sponsor is as always, Rubber Duckies.
Rubber Duckies, good for a bath, good for a laugh, good to give to your dog. That squeak that makes you happy on the inside and feel whole once again. Rubber Duckies, here for everyone. We all love Rubber Duckies. Now, Ben, do you have vision again?
I do indeed.
Very good. Let's see what happens here tonight. 17 going high, immediately getting dropped down by Mr. Lightyear. Now, Buzz is a soldier, is frankly a cop, and is someone that, you know, I've seen do this beat a few times. They're exciting to watch. Have you had much experience with Mr. Lightyear?
Yeah, I mean, Buzz has been on the scene for a while. One of my favorite competitors to watch growing up as a kid, and exciting to still see him in the ring today. Kind of making a comeback.
Indeed, and I don't know an awful lot about 17 and 18. They're frankly, they're outsiders to me. I haven't watched them in the indie federations that much, but they're supposed to be very threatening. Riley, take the Lapis GIF away. The Lapis GIF is still on. I'm sorry, Lapis had control of our system here. Now
I'm pretty sure that 17 is the one that buys the M-rated games, and 18 is the one that buys the cigarettes.
That makes sense to me. They're exciting. They have a dynamic, and they're two deadly competitors. They've worked with Trunks before, I believe, right?
Yeah, in the time before Trunks came to AHHWF, I believe that was the case.
Is it the time before, Ben, or is it the time after Trunks came to AHHWF?
Well, Trunks' wrestling timeline has always been confusing.
They don't call him the Time Patroller for nothing. Buzz down on the outside of the ring as 17 does something terrible. It looks like they just...
17 removing that pad off the turnbuckle.
And trying to keep Buzz from gaining momentum back. Oh! Buzz tossing them against that electric board on the side of the ring. This match, Ben, is... I don't know what to think about it. You know what I mean? 16 is definitely the android that vapes. Thank you, Taylor. Maybe we need to talk with our wrestlers about what ringouts do. There we go. They're back in now.
Returning to the ring.
Ooh. Now, 17 has those fancy running kicks that they do, and I do enjoy watching them.
Referee Bryant slowing down the match a little bit.
I love Referee Brian, Ben. I really do. They're a good wrestler. Or not a good wrestler, a good Holy shit!
God!
My brain just as scrambled as Buzz's there. Being dragged to the
17
center.
Looking to end this.
Oh. Punting their head down into the dirt. I just read the chat. Nat with a very good reading of the situation. Buzz, please get a hold of yourself. Ooh, that's the corner without the turnbuckle. Without that padding. Every time Buzz gets hit in the chest, one of his catchphrases goes off. It's Buzz, Lightyear to the rescue. And here we go. Brought back down again.
Buzz taking 17 to the ground. Oh, and look. Was 17 going to tap out?
Oh, he better not, Ben. Fighting for his life. Oh, for a moment there, I thought this was going to go out. Ooh. A headbutt right on the dome of the helmet. Reversed into a DDT. Get him up. Oh, this thing again. Oh, no. Ooh. Hitting Buzz's hard plastic body
Buzz.
cannot feel good.
Not a good situation.
Ooh! Brought down, coming in for the pin. Android 17, 1, 2. And a kick out from Buzz Lightyear. Buzz has to be running on fumes at this point. He can't have much left in him. You know what I mean, Ben?
Yeah, well, you know, Buzz has always said that in the ring he goes to infinity and beyond. So I think we're kind of getting into the and beyond section of his ring ability right now.
Yep, there we go. A quick wrap up. That's not going to do it. A drop kick. My dog has come to watch and get very excited. He has him standing there, gets up for a drop kick to the face, following it up with a quick pin. How does he still have anything left in that tank, Ben?
Well, you know, he's got the reserves built up in that suit there.
Well, you can't fight Zurg. Zurg? Emperor Zurg? Is that right?
I do believe so.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, and a counter.
Buzz taking chase after 17. We are in a fist fight outside of the ring right now.
Yep, and got quick kicks, knocking him down. I thought for sure one of them might have had it right there. Ooh. This is a bloodbath. God, back and forth and back and forth. Dropping him down on his back. 17 rushing to get back up into the ring. Does that count?
My God.
Apparently to
Those
Brian.
knees to the chest coming off the top rope.
Oh. Oh. Must be a malfunction with those circuits. Nope. Sweet chin music on the outside. Let's get him back into that ring. Here you go. Both of them are exhausted. Limp on the outside of the ring. But 17 is still able to bring it together. As two animatronic soldiers, these two have a lot more in common than I think either of them think.
Yeah, well, you know, in another life, they might have called each other friend.
But in this life, it's just two enemies putting each other through the ringer. And here we go for the pin. 2. I am beside myself. That had to be just instinct. That just had to be barely registering what was happening.
Oh, but that's it. Buzz kicks out once, gets up into a rock bottom. 1, 2, 3. Android 17 taking the win.
It wasn't the main event we expected, but Ben, I gotta tell you, it was an exciting main event no matter what.
Well, you know, always good to get time for some competitors that we don't normally see.
Yep. Who's staring down Brian? What is?
And what's this?
The
My God, is that Undertaker?
18 is in the match now as well. What is happening? The Undertaker being made look a fool by Super 17.
17 setting up for something against the Undertaker.
Oh, and
another rock bottom.
He's down.
Undertaker down. Undertaker leaving his hat and jacket in the ring. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker.
And the last match we'll ever see Undertaker.
The end of an era.
His streak.
The end of an era.
Ben, thank you so much.
It was a good ride, and I think we all appreciate what Undertaker's done for this federation. But now it is time for them to ride off into the sunset. Just keep rolling into the sunset.
Y'all, thank you very much for joining us here tonight. It's a pleasure as always. We will be here same time next week. Y'all have a great one tonight. Be sure to tweet at your friends. Let them know what Alien Happy Hour Wrestling Federation has to offer. Thank you again. Get home safe, everybody.
Good night.